I just stayed awake last night thinking about this thing. The more I think of it, I don't know what in the hell. It looks like me we're getting into another Korea. It just worries the hell out of me. I don't see what we can ever hope to get out of there with once we're committed. I don't think it's worth fighting for, and I don't think we can get out.
Johnson understood even then that Vietnam was not actually vital and that it could easily become a quagmire. And yet, he could never bring himself to the logical conclusion, withdrawal. Like so many presidents before and after him, he could not see how he could admit failure. And so Johnson increased troop levels in Vietnam from under 20,000 to over 500,000, tearing apart Indochina, American society, and his own presidency. The example is dramatic, but it is generally true in foreign policy when the United States is confronted with a choice between backing down and doubling down. It follows the latter course. Now, in two crucial arenas, North Korea and Iran, Donald Trump has dramatically raised the stakes for the United States, and for no good reason. Simply determined to seem tougher than his predecessor, he has set out maximalist positions toward both countries. He wants a totally denuclearized North Korea and an Iran that stops making ballistic missiles and stops supporting proxy forces in countries like Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. There is a small possibility that North Korea and Iran will simply capitulate because Washington demands it. But more likely, if they don't, what will Trump do? Will he back down or double down? And where will this escalation end? Trump seems to view international negotiations as he does business deals. He has to win. But there's one big difference. In the international arena, the other person also has to worry about domestic politics. He or she cannot appear to lose either. For any international negotiation to succeed, there has to be an element of win-win. Otherwise, the other side simply will not be able to sell the deal back home. But Trump seems to believe, above all, that he must win and the other side must lose. A senior Mexican official told me there would have been a way to negotiate NAFTA easily, even find a way to fund the border wall. But, he explained, Trump needed to allow us to also declare some kind of victory, give us some concessions. Instead, he started out by humiliating us and made it impossible for President Peña Nieto to make a deal. After all, no Mexican government can be seen to simply surrender to Washington. Donald Trump's not doing real estate deals anymore. The arena is different. The conditions are far more complex, and the stakes are higher, astronomically higher. For more, go to CNN.com/Fareed and read my Washington Post column this week. And let's get started.